rock and roll band out of Detroit could succeed on a national scale.
Yeah, kick out the jam. We gotta kick 'em out.
Everything that we did culturally in those times, we called it rock and roll because that's where we were coming from.
At its peak, the Detroit rock scene was the best rock scene in the world.
What you want, baby, you got what you need.
You know, it was obvious that the bands from Detroit, you know, had a leg up, you know, because of what we were exposed to on a daily basis. Great musicianship, great songwriting, great production.
I think we need to be radical sometimes, change.
I mean, all this has been 40 years, so a lot of it seems to me more like a dream than it was a reality to me, you know?
It was a good thing, you know, high energy rock and roll and soul music, and the concept, you know, is invaluable.
It was like lions at the zoo when the guy comes in with the meat, you know, that was like the audience was the meat, and they just wanted to destroy these people and just leave them with their jaws dropping, shaking their heads, you know, Jesus Christ, what just happened?
Oh yes, the Detroit scene, the Grandy Ballroom, the Easttown Theater. Hey, I played those.
I mean, it was a very mixed bill every night, which is very, you know, interesting. It's like music was music.
And you'd meet the MC5 or the SRC or the Stooges or somebody, whoever the headliners were. You'd hang out with them backstage and have some tokes, and then you'd be part of the community if everybody knew each other. It was a beautiful thing.
We were listening to our hearts back then. Our unity was because we all felt the same. I still think we all have peace and love.
Well, that was terrific. It was a hell of an experience that you don't get normally, you know what I mean?
We knew, you know, what good music was all about, you know, so it was really easy to translate that into something very close to what became the Detroit high-energy rock and roll sound.
You were guys that smoked pot together and sat around the table and had a lot of laughs, you know, and talked about music and what you liked and what you didn't like, and talked about the war and how you hated the war, and you talked about black people trying to gain their rights, and you thought that was a good idea. Everybody felt this way.
Detroit was happening.
There was no other place on the planet where stuff like that was happening.
It was very supportive and human. There was a really beautiful human factor that we don't have now.